Before I start this video, please consider joining my Patreon. I don't have much to offer, but any donations will help keep my channel going. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Sonic Lore. In today's video, I'll be retelling the history of the Princess of the Soul Dimension, Blaze. Blaze originally came from an alternate future where everything was in ruin due to a horrendous fire god called Iblis. She was born with a unique ability to create and control flames from her body as she wished. Blaze used her power to help fight against Iblis and his forces whenever possible. At some point, she befriended Silver the Hedgehog. He was a powerful psychic user who wanted to save the Earth from Iblis. Silver and Blaze defeated Iblis countless times, but the creature always resurrected later on. Blaze's life drastically changed forever on one fateful day. It began when Blaze alerted Silver about Iblis's reappearance. Silver rushed to Iblis's location and Blaze followed him. Once they arrived, the pair combated Iblis. After Iblis's defeat, Blaze said they managed to hold Iblis back, but Silver reminded her of Iblis's ability to resurrect. Blaze told him to calm down, but Silver desperately wanted to know how to destroy Iblis for good. Suddenly, they heard a voice from afar. The voice came from a mysterious black hedgehog known as Mephiles. He cryptically told them that someone was the cause of their ruined future. Silver demanded answers, so Mephiles had them follow him. Mephiles claimed it was possible to change the past and revealed that he had the power to travel through time. He told Silver and Blaze that they needed to eliminate a specific individual, the Iblis Trigger. Silver questioned if killing the Iblis Trigger would save their world, so Mephiles showed them information about the day Iblis first appeared. He then showed Silver what the Iblis Trigger looked like by handing him his Chaos Emerald. Silver looked into the emerald and saw a vision of Sonic. Silver told Blaze that he saw a blue hedgehog, causing her to ponder about the person he saw. Afterward, Mephiles used his powers to send them back in time. Blaze was separated from Silver and arrived at Wave Ocean. She worried about leaving Silver by himself in the past, but she also couldn't help but think about the Iblis Trigger again. Blaze pushed her worries aside and set off to find Silver. Blaze reunited with Silver in Soliana New City a day later when she found him sitting alone. Blaze told Silver she had been looking for him, but he didn't respond, so she asked him what was wrong. Silver asked her if killing someone to save the world was the right thing to do. She responded by calling him naive. Blaze told him that she didn't know if it was right or wrong. However, if they didn't take the chance, the future would remain exactly as it is. Silver regained his resolve and decided to follow Sonic into Eggman's base in White Acropolis. Silver and Blaze infiltrated Eggman's base but just missed Sonic. Suddenly, they heard a rumbling noise and saw the source was the Egg Genesis. After the egg genesis was defeated, Silver found the Chaos Emerald. Blaze told Silver that the emerald could turn thoughts into power. She also informed him about the rumor of what would happen if all 7 emeralds were gathered together. Later, Silver and Blaze reunited with Mephiles in New City. After Mephiles told Silver about Sonic's whereabouts, Blaze encouraged him to chase after Sonic. Silver met up with Blaze again after he returned from the past. Blaze asked Silver what he saw in the past. Silver told her that Sonic wasn't the Iblis Trigger. Silver noticed the people around him being noisy, so Blaze told him about Elise giving herself up to Eggman. Silver realized that Eggman planned to release Iblis, so the two set off to stop him. Silver and Blaze caught up to Sonic in Kingdom Valley and convinced him they wanted to help rescue Elise. The trio made their way through Eggman's forces, but it was too late. An accident happened on the egg carrier, causing it to crash and kill Eggman and Elise. With Elise dead, Iblis would be released from its seal. However, all was not lost. Silver told Sonic that they could use Chaos Control to travel back in time to save Elise. Sonic and Silver used Chaos Control to make a time portal. Silver and Blaze traveled back into the future after Sonic gave Silver his Chaos Emerald. Silver and Blaze returned to their time and arrived at Flame Core. Silver claimed he would save the future even if he couldn't change the past. Blaze asked if he had a plan. Silver nodded, so Blaze told him that they should hurry since she could sense Iblis's flames. Silver and Blaze then went to confront Iblis for the last time. Silver and Blaze reached Iblis and fought the monster in its third form. Silver and Blaze defeated Iblis, causing it to revert to its original form. Silver attempted to use the same ritual that sealed Iblis inside Elise. He tried to seal Iblis within himself, but his body was rejected. Blaze stepped in and offered to become Iblis's vessel. She told Silver not to worry since she had flames in her soul. Blaze successfully absorbed Iblis and then demanded Silver to use Chaos Control on her to send herself and Iblis to another dimension. Silver shouted that he couldn't do it, causing Blaze to remind him that sacrifices were necessary to save the world. However, Silver refused to carry out her order since they were friends. Blaze called Silver naive again, but said that's what she liked about him. Blaze did the deed herself by using the power of the emeralds and Iblis to temporarily transform into Burning Blaze. Blaze wished Silver good luck before her soul faded into another dimension. After Solaris' defeat, a new timeline was born. Blaze was reborn into a different dimension called the Soul Dimension. Blaze was born as the heir to the Soul Empire. As a member of the royal family, she was tasked with protecting two powerful objects, the Jeweled Scepter and the Soul Emeralds. The Jeweled Scepter was an object that Blaze's family had protected for generations. Legends say it is the key to unlocking the mysterious power of the stars. The Soul Emeralds are the counterparts to the Chaos Emeralds. As per custom, the princess is assigned as the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. Blaze was born with pyrokinetic abilities again, but she couldn't control them as a child, causing other children to tease her. Due to this, Blaze viewed her powers as a curse and disguised them by wearing a cape. She also became shy, withdrawn, and self-reliant. Blaze lived an isolated life without friends, so she never learned how to use the Soul Emerald's powers. At some point, Eggman Nega became her nemesis. One day, Dr. Eggman came to the Soul Dimension and stole the Soul Emeralds. Blaze followed him, but she was suddenly engulfed in a pure white light. The Soul Emeralds summoned Blaze to Sonic's universe through a space-time tear. Blaze woke up in a confused state. At first, she questioned where she was currently, but she decided to put her questions aside and was determined to find the Soul Emeralds to save her world. Blaze's first course of action was to find clues. She decided to look through the nearest location, which was Night Carnival. Blaze searched through the area until she ran into Eggman again. Eggman was surprised to see Blaze was in his world, which helped Blaze confirm her location. Blaze demanded the Soul Emeralds back and tried to explain their importance to her world. Suddenly, Eggman pulled out one of the emeralds. He claimed they were the means to his ultimate power and told her to go away. Blaze decided to take on Eggman and his Egg Libra to recover the emerald. After Blaze defeated Eggman, she warned him to hand over the Soul Emeralds or feel more of her flames. Eggman refused her demand and said the emeralds were his. Blaze called him a poor loser and kicked him in his vehicle to parts unknown. Blaze recovered one of the emeralds when Eggman dropped it. Afterward, Blaze questioned how she would retrieve the rest of the emeralds and where she was. Blaze was frustrated by her situation, but her thoughts were interrupted when she saw something in the bushes. Cream and Cheese were hiding in the bushes. Cream wanted to get closer to Blaze before talking to her. Blaze foiled Cream's plan when she called her out. Cream introduced herself and asked for Blaze's name. Cream said she'd never seen Blaze before and asked to be her friend. Blaze was surprised by Cream's friendly personality and was caught off guard when Cream tried to approach her. Cream says she was glad Blaze finally spoke to her and asked for her name again. Blaze gave in and told Cream her name. Cream complimented Blaze's name and insisted that she visit her home. Blaze was shocked by the sudden invitation and was forced to follow Cream to her house. Blaze couldn't believe that Cream was inviting someone she just met. Cream's mother, Vanilla, heard noises and came to check on her daughter. Cream introduced Blaze as her friend, which surprised Blaze. Vanilla apologized for Cream bothering her. Blaze didn't mind, but said she had an errand to take care of. Blaze tried to leave, but Vanilla stopped her and insisted she stay for tea. Blaze was shocked by Cream and Vanilla's friendly attitude and reluctantly agreed to Vanilla's offer. Blaze told Cream and Vanilla about her mission to find the Soul Emeralds. Cream and Vanilla suggested that Blaze should ask Sonic for help. Blaze rejected their suggestion and said she would find the emeralds herself. Vanilla told Cream to be Blaze's guide so she wouldn't get lost. Blaze tried to reject the offer, but Cream said she wanted to help Blaze since they were friends. Blaze admitted she was lost in Sonic's world and figured that Cream guiding her was for the best. Blaze accepted the offer, and the two left to search for the Soul Emeralds. Blaze acquired the second Soul Emerald and crossed paths with Sonic and Leaf Storm after he defeated Eggman. Blaze hurried to the next area to find the rest of the emeralds. She encountered Eggman in Mirage Road and fought him in his Egg Scarab. Blaze defeated Eggman and got her third emerald. Afterward, Cream asked Blaze where she wanted to go and suggested they visit a flower garden. Blaze told Cream she didn't have time to go sightseeing. She was worried about her world and Sonic's world. However, she noticed that Sonic's friends weren't concerned about the situation. Blaze's thoughts were interrupted when Cream suddenly shouted. Cream told Blaze she saw Knuckles and called him over to them. Knuckles didn't hear her, so Cream went to go get him. Blaze tried to stop her, but it was too late. Blaze couldn't help but feel like a babysitter. However, she was thankful for Cream's help. She then said she would let Cream go once she obtained the remaining emeralds. Blaze's thoughts were interrupted when Cream introduced Knuckles to her. After Cream introduced Blaze to Knuckles, Knuckles called Blaze suspicious and demanded to know what was in her hands. Blaze pulled out a Soul Emerald, causing Knuckles to mistake it for a Chaos Emerald due to their similar powers. Blaze was shocked to learn that there were emeralds in Sonic's world akin to the ones from her world. Knuckles asked Blaze how she got the emeralds and then advised her to give them to Sonic for safekeeping. Blaze questioned who Sonic was and why people kept telling her to look for him. Blaze exclaimed that she had no Chaos Emeralds and for Knuckles to look elsewhere for them. Knuckles accused Blaze of lying since he could sense the Soul Emerald's power. Blaze left during the conversation and made it so Knuckles couldn't follow her and Cream by blocking his path with a rock slide. Blaze fought Eggman again in Water Palace in his egg turtle mech. Blaze defeated Eggman and got her 4th emerald. Afterward, Cream pointed out that Sonic wasn't in the area and wondered where he was. Blaze proudly reminded Cream that she retrieved most of the soul emeralds without Sonic's help and said she didn't need it. Blaze was about to say something else about Sonic, but she was suddenly interrupted by Amy's sudden appearance. Amy asked Cream about Sonic's whereabouts, but Blaze didn't care. Cream introduced Blaze to Amy and told her all about Amy's personality. Blaze noted that everyone she's met talked too much, but she didn't sense any bad vibes from them. Amy asked Cream about Blaze, and Cream told her Blaze was her friend. Amy greeted Blaze and asked her if she was looking for Sonic. Blaze said she was looking for the Soul Emeralds and didn't care about Sonic. Amy was relieved to hear that Blaze wasn't trying to steal Sonic from her. Blaze envied how Amy could be open with her emotions, unlike herself. After a brief conversation, Amy left to find Sonic. Cream told Blaze that they should follow Amy since she could find Sonic anywhere. Blaze smiled, which Cream happily pointed out. Blaze was surprised that she had shown off such an expression in front of someone. The two then followed Amy. Blaze encountered Eggman at altitude limit and fought him in his Egg Hawk. Blaze defeated Eggman and got her 5th emerald. Afterward, Cream and Blaze finally ran into Sonic and Tails. Sonic and Tails were hostile towards Blaze. After Blaze introduced herself, Sonic demanded to know who she was and if she knew anything about Eggman Nega. Blaze was surprised to learn that Nega had come to Sonic's world too. Blaze told Sonic it was none of his business and that she would handle it since it was her responsibility. Tails informed Blaze that the space-time continuum had spread and wanted to know if she was involved with the problem. Blaze said she would deal with it and told them not to bother her. She worried that her world was in danger without the Soul Emeralds and how it was affecting Sonic's world. However, Blaze was surprised to meet people taking action about the situation. Cream asked Blaze if she should have asked Sonic for help. Blaze asked Cream about what kind of person Sonic was. Cream told her that Sonic was like the wind. Cream's answer amused Blaze and piqued her curiosity. Blaze ran into Eggman at Huge Crisis and fought him in his Egg Hammer Fortress. Blaze defeated Eggman and obtained her 6th emerald. Cream congratulated Blaze for retrieving 6 of the Soul Emeralds. Blaze thanked her and hoped that she could recover the last emerald. Suddenly, Amy reappeared. Amy asked if they had seen Sonic recently. Cream said they did, while Blaze said she found 6 emeralds without his help and didn't need it. Amy objected and told Blaze she should learn to ask for help. She then advised Blaze to ask for Sonic's help. Blaze rejected Amy's advice. Amy called Blaze stubborn and told her she could rely on her friends. Amy continued advising Blaze on the importance of friendship. Cream agreed with Amy and said everyone was Blaze's friend. At first, Blaze denied it, but she couldn't help but feel it wasn't wrong. Amy told Blaze she didn't have to strain herself. Suddenly, Knuckles appeared. Knuckles wanted payback for what Blaze did to him earlier. Amy wanted to know what Blaze did to Knuckles, so Cream told her. Amy decided to help out Cream and Blaze, which shocked Blaze. Cream told Blaze to hold on to her while she flew them away from Knuckles. Blaze tried to tell Cream she was afraid of heights, but it was too late. Cream told Blaze that Knuckles was a nice guy. Blaze thanked her, but Cream said she didn't need to thank her since they were friends. Blaze smiled while thinking she never had such feelings before and admitted they weren't bad. Blaze confronted Eggman on his spaceship. She demanded he hand over the last Soul Emerald. Eggman said he didn't expect Blaze to be so tough, but he refused to give her the last emerald. Suddenly, Sonic appeared. Eggman was surprised to see Sonic, but told him to wait until he beat Blaze. He then said once he had the emeralds, he would have the ultimate power. Blaze couldn't believe Eggman's motives for endangering her world and declared she would destroy him. Sonic said she was being harsh, but Blaze told him to go away. Sonic said he wouldn't, since he had business with Eggman too. Blaze yelled that she would resolve things on her own and protect her world without anyone's help. Sonic told her she was being too tense. Blaze threatened for Sonic to leave, but Sonic refused to back down, so the two clashed. During the final part of the fight, Blaze shouted she would defeat Eggman. Sonic told her to stop and said it wouldn't change anything. Blaze informed him about her position as Guardian of the Soul Emeralds. She said it forced her to live with her curse, which was her flames. She told him how her powers made her live alone and why she must complete her tasks since it was her responsibility. Sonic said he admired her fortitude, but questioned her choice to carry the entire world on her shoulders. Blaze didn't want to hear what Sonic had to say, so the two rushed at each other. Sonic emerged as the victor, but Blaze managed to obtain the last emerald from Eggman. Blaze told Sonic she had to recover the soul emeralds. Sonic called her overzealous, but understood that Blaze had a rough past. Sonic told her she didn't need to do everything on her own. Suddenly, Cream appeared. Blaze contemplated what Sonic said and admitted he was right. She then said she could rely on her friends. Sonic introduced himself to Blaze, and Blaze shyly did the same. Sonic pointed out that the world was looking more depressing. Blaze informed him that the soul emeralds were causing their worlds to merge. Blaze told Cream they had to hurry, but Sonic noticed Cream was missing. Tails told Sonic that Eggman had captured Cream. Blaze asked Tails how he knew, so Tails showed her a letter from Eggman. Eggman's letter stated he would return Cream, but Blaze had to meet him alone at Point W. Tails warned Blaze that she shouldn't go alone since it was a trap. Sonic planned on getting everyone together, but Blaze denied his help. Blaze said she appreciated it, but she had to save Cream alone because she was her friend. Sonic said he understood and trusted Blaze to rescue Cream. After Blaze left to save Cream, Tails asked Sonic if he was sure about letting Blaze go by herself. Sonic said that believing in someone was also a part of friendship. Meanwhile, Blaze fought against Eggman for the last time in his Egg King. Blaze defeated Eggman once and for all. She frantically searched for Cream in the wreckage, but couldn't find her. Suddenly, she heard Cream from the sky. Cream thanked Blaze for saving her, but Blaze said she didn't need to mention it since they were friends. Later, Blaze noticed that the merging of worlds had stopped, but she pondered how they could fix things and why the Soul Emeralds didn't return her home. Suddenly, Eggman appeared. Eggman and Nega mocked Blaze for her lack of knowledge about the Soul Emerald's power. Both Eggmen revealed that Sonic's and Blaze's worlds were linked. They also revealed that the Chaos and Soul Emeralds were counterparts. They explained how the emeralds could be used to attract or repel each other. If both sets of emeralds were close enough, they could generate enough power to destroy the world. However, the Eggmen wanted to harness the power for themselves. Eggman and Nega then attacked Blaze with their egg salamander. Blaze fought back, but she was no match for the mech. Eggman and Nega drained the Soul Emerald's powers. Eggman mocked Blaze again, but Nega was puzzled. Nega detected both sets of emeralds in the area, but they weren't generating the power they desired. Eggman told him it was because Sonic had the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic's sudden appearance shocked Nega, but Eggman was prepared to defeat him with the Soul Emerald's power. The Eggmen reveled in the thought of defeating Sonic and creating their interdimensional Eggman land. The Eggmen left and waited to face Sonic in battle. Afterward, Sonic checked on Blaze. Blaze apologized for losing the Soul Emerald's powers. Sonic assured her that it was alright. Cream and Tails then showed up and praised Blaze for her effort at saving their world. Sonic and Amy pointed out how Blaze learned to open up to her friends and rely on others. Sonic told Blaze that as long as she had the power of friendship, the Soul Emeralds wouldn't lose their glow. The Soul Emerald's powers returned, and Sonic remarked that Blaze could use their power now. Sonic and Blaze transformed into Super Sonic and Burning Blaze and battled against the Eggmen's Egg Salamander. Once the egg salamander was on its last legs, Blaze and Sonic combined their power to destroy it. With Eggman and Nega defeated, Sonic and Blaze's worlds returned to normal. Blaze told Sonic she was returning to her world since the emeralds couldn't exist in both worlds without causing another crisis. Sonic said Cream would miss her and asked if she had any parting words for Cream. Blaze recounted being a stranger when she appeared and thought it was appropriate to leave that way. Blaze thanked Sonic and said farewell to him. Sonic stopped Blaze and told her he would see her again. Sonic and Blaze shook hands until they were sent back to their world. Once Blaze returned to the Soul Dimension, she reflected on how her lifestyle almost put her world in danger. However, she remembered Sonic's advice about friendship and his reassuring words that she could control the Soul Emerald's power. Blaze promised to see Sonic again and headed home. Sometime after her last adventure, Blaze had to deal with another crisis. A band of robotic pirates led by Captain Whisker planned to steal the Jewel Scepter. Blaze reunited with Sonic when she attempted to stop Whisker from stealing the Jewel Scepter. Blaze was surprised to see Sonic in her world, but their reunion was cut short when Whisker summoned his Ghost Kraken to attack them. Blaze and Sonic defeated the Kraken, but Whisker got away with the Jewel Scepter. Sonic asked Blaze why she was in his world, but Blaze asked Sonic the same question. Sonic was confused, but Tails realized they were in Blaze's world. Sonic and Tails informed Blaze how they ended up in her world due to a storm they got caught in. Blaze recounted how she ended up in Sonic's world and figured the same situation was happening again. Sonic and Tails suggested teaming up with Blaze, and she agreed. Blaze asked Sonic about Marine. Marine was insulted by Blaze calling her a little girl. She ordered Sonic and Tails to tell Blaze she was their captain. Blaze was surprised, so Sonic and Tails explained how they met Marine. Later, back at Marine's home, Blaze asked Tails if he could build a device that could scan and analyze plasma and electromagnetic signals. Tails said he could, but questioned why she needed it. Sonic asked Blaze if the electromagnetic signals would give them a clue. Blaze said she hoped it would. Once everyone gathered the materials, Tails made a radio tower. Tails told everyone that he detected some strange electromagnetic activity. He said it was a waveform he's never seen before. Sonic reminded Tails that things might be different in Blaze's world, but Blaze chimed in and asked Tails if the activity he detected was unusual. Sonic asked if Blaze knew what was going on. Blaze responded and stated her people picked up unusual readings, but the source was unknown and they only had a rough idea of its location. It was near an area known for sightings of ghost ships. Sonic said it sounded fun and suggested they could find something in the area. Blaze stated it was perfect since she intended to look around the area. She then asked Tails which direction the signal was coming from. Tails said it was east in a foggy place. Everyone left to find the signal, though Marine was reluctant since she was afraid of ghosts. Once they arrived at their destination, Sonic asked Blaze about it. Blaze informed Sonic that there were many stories about ships disappearing in the area. She stated she never put stock into rumors, but she couldn't deny how odd the place was. Later, the group ran into Captain Whisker. Whisker was surprised to see them and was mad about his earlier encounter with Marine. Blaze demanded that Whisker return the scepter to her. Whisker goaded Blaze to try taking the scepter from him. He then ordered the Ghost Pirate to destroy Sonic and Blaze. Sonic and Blaze defeated the Ghost Pirate, causing Captain Whisker to flee. Blaze was frustrated that she failed to retrieve the scepter from Whisker. Tails said he was concerned about what the pirates were trying to do in the area. Blaze stated she didn't know and suggested heading back to think of a plan. Marine agreed and pushed Blaze back to the ship. Marine wanted to pursue the pirates, but Blaze stopped her. Marine asked Blaze why she didn't want to go after Whisker. Blaze told her that the waters up ahead were too rough for their ship due to the ice floes and other obstacles. Sonic asked what vessel they needed to get past the ice floes. Blaze stated the easiest way would be to go around them, but she figured a hovercraft would work. Sonic asked Tails if he could build a hovercraft. Tails stated he could with the materials he acquired so far in their journey. He told Blaze he obtained material from the ghost ship that gave off powerful electromagnetic waves. Blaze realized the material was the cause of the electrical current in the area. Tails said it was perfect for making the hovercraft. Later, Tails built the hovercraft. Blaze asked Sonic if they should leave Marine behind. Marine asked who Blaze was talking about and received a blunt answer from her. Blaze told Marine that their conflict with the pirates would intensify, but Marine refused to listen and threw a tantrum. Blaze gave up and allowed Marine to come with them, but on the condition that she stay with the group. Marine agreed to Blaze's terms and was raring to go after the pirates. Tails asked Marine which way she was going, but Marine had no clue. Blaze suggested they headed to two different places. Northeast, which was the home of the Vikings. She assumed the Vikings had encountered and fought Whisker's crew, so they might have some information. The other location was east, in an unknown area that was perfect for the pirates to hide. Sonic remarked that both places sounded interesting, so Blaze left where they would go to him. Sonic decided their first destination was the Vikings' home. When the group arrived at the Viking village, Marine was excited to see snow for the first time and ran off to play. Blaze tried to warn her to be careful, but Marine didn't listen. Blaze looked worried, so Sonic asked her what was wrong. She told him she didn't see any Vikings, which was strange since they should have met one by now. Tails asked if the Vikings were in their houses, but Blaze said they should have come out to see who was on their premises. Sonic thought the Vikings were tightening their guard, but he was interrupted when Marine appeared and told them that they had trouble. Marine told everyone that when she looked in everyone's houses, she saw that nobody was in them. Sonic questioned if the pirates were involved in the villagers' disappearance and decided to go look for them with Blaze. The group found the missing villagers frozen in a block of ice. Tails asked who would do such a thing. Suddenly, Whiskers appeared and claimed he did it. Tails asked Whisker why he would freeze the Vikings. Whisker couldn't recall at first, but one of his parrots reminded him it was because the Vikings were in his way. After some banter, Whisker sent his ghost whale to attack Sonic and Blaze. Whisker escaped again after Sonic and Blaze defeated his whale. Blaze used her powers to melt the ice trapping the villagers. One of the Vikings named Norman thanked the group for saving them. Tails asked Norman if he knew anything about the pirates. He informed him that the pirates had made a base in some ancient ruins. Blaze reacted to hearing about the ruins, causing Sonic to ask if he knew what it meant. Blaze stated that the ancient text spoke of a city that existed in the sky. But one day, the city fell from the sky and crashed into the ocean. Norman told him that the pirates spoke of the city like it was real. Blaze asked Sonic what their next move was, but Sonic said he didn't know. Tails suggested that they find more information on the pirates, so Blaze reminded them of the unknown area she mentioned earlier. The group met an old friend of Marine's named Daikun. Daikun told them that he heard weird noises and felt rumbling from an island east of where he lived. Blaze said it was impossible since there was no volcanoes in the area. Sonic figured something must have been going on, so the group continued towards their destination. The gang soon arrived on the island and was amazed by the island's structure. Marine noticed a strange statue and suggested they steal it. Blaze declined their suggestion and warned Marine that stealing from ruins was a criminal act. Marine ignored Blaze's warning and accidentally moved the statue. Sonic and Blaze scolded Marine for her recklessness, but they were interrupted when the island suddenly shook. Before anyone could figure out what was going on, they were blasted into the sky. Once everything settled, the group found themselves on the continent in the sky. Almost everyone was dazzled at being in the skies, but Blaze was nervous since she feared heights. She hurried the group to continue their search for the pirates. Later, the group found themselves in an ancient city. Suddenly, Whisker appeared. Whisker said he didn't expect to see them in the city and praised them for their achievement. Blaze asked if the city was the same one in the story. Whisker confirmed it, but he couldn't remember the city's name. Thankfully, his parrot revealed the city was called Sky Babylon. Blaze was surprised that Sky Babylon existed, and everyone was amazed by it. Whisker was mad he was being ignored and demanded their attention. Whisker wanted to fight, but his parrots reminded him he had a mission. Whisker left to continue his mission, but not before leaving his ghost condor to deal with Sonic and Blaze. The duo defeated Whisker's minion, but Whisker had already fled. Marine turned everyone's attention to a stone monument. Tails tried to read what was written on it, but said he couldn't. Marine tried too, but failed. Blaze was able to read it, and revealed that the pirates came to Sky Babylon to destroy it. Sonic asked what she meant, so she told them that the monument mentioned the ancient ruins. The writing revealed that the pirates' hideout was in the north. Sonic noticed Blaze looked worried and asked what the problem was. She stated that they couldn't get to the hideout's entrance since it was underwater. Marine asked how they would travel underwater. Luckily, Tails said he could build a submarine. The group headed back to Southern Island to build the sub. Later, a mysterious earthquake hit Southern Island. After the earthquake stopped, Tails asked Marine if it was a common occurrence in the area. Marine said it wasn't. Blaze suspected the problem might be due to the Jewel Scepter. She told everyone that the Jewel Scepter was said to have the power over the planet's geological activity. Tails asked if the scepter being in the pirates' possession was the cause of the earthquakes. Blaze said the scepter was hidden deep underground, close to the planet's mantle. She worried about what would happen if they didn't get the scepter back. Sonic assured her that they would prevent anything from happening. Marine tried to sound brave, but Blaze pointed out she was hiding under the table. Later, Tails finished the submarine, so the group headed to the pirates' hideout. When they arrived at the hideout's entrance, they found their path blocked by a mysterious door. Before they could figure out how to open the door, Whisker appeared. Whisker said he was impressed that the group found his base. However, he claimed they couldn't open the door even with their weapons. Marine tricked Whisker into revealing that aligning the symbols on the door would open it. He also blabbed about the markers on 3 islands that would show them how to align the symbols after Blaze tricked him. Whisker left once he realized he would give away all of his secrets if he stayed too long. Later, the group explored all of the islands and found the markers. Marine wondered why so much work was needed to open the door. Blaze revealed that the people who lived on the floating continent left keys for their descendants to return to the sky after they were forced to live on the land. Tails asked if the pirates opened the door after finding the markers and solving the puzzle. Blaze says she didn't think the pirates were smart enough to solve the puzzle on their own. Sonic wondered if someone was controlling everything from behind the scene. Everyone decided to leave that question aside for now, and they returned to Windmill Village to prepare to deal with the pirates. After everyone was prepared, Marine says she was excited to fight Whisker. However, Sonic and Co. told Marine they decided to leave her behind for her safety. Marine didn't want to believe what she heard and said she was ready to go. Tails tried to talk to her, but Marine refused to listen, so Blaze shouted at her. Blaze then called Marine a nuisance. Marine was hurt when no one stood up for her and ran off. Tails called out Blaze for being harsh, but Blaze said she did it to keep Marine safe. The group then headed for the entrance to the pirates' hideout, with Marine as a stowaway. Once the group was at the hideout, they were ready to open the door. Blaze was worried about Marine, but Sonic and Tails assured her she was safe at home. The group solved the door's puzzle and opened it. When they entered the hideout, they were shocked to see an ancient city vandalized by Whisker's crew. Blaze was infuriated by what Whisker's crew had done to the ruins and was ready to settle things with him. The group searched through the city until they found Whisker. Whisker said he had a surprise for them, which put everyone on guard. However, Whisker's surprise was nothing but a silly dance. Blaze demanded Whisker to stop his antics and return the jewel scepter to her. Suddenly, Whisker's right-hand man, Johnny, appeared. Johnny challenged Sonic to face him in a final showdown. Whisker refused to be upstaged, so he declared he would fight Sonic and Blaze himself. Sonic and Blaze battled against Whisker and Johnny in a tag match. The duo easily defeated Whisker and Johnny. Johnny fled, which left Whisker cornered by Sonic and Blaze. Blaze demanded Whisker to return the scepter, but Whisker stated he couldn't, or else everyone would know his wrath. Sonic asked who Whisker meant, but Whisker was too panicked to answer. Whisker called his parrots to help him find a way to escape. They told him they found an escape route. Whisker boasted that he would never be caught and fled. Everyone chased after Whisker, while he and his parrots bragged about how smart they were. Whisker nearly escaped, but he was ambushed by Marine. Whisker fled, with Marine chasing him. When the trio caught up to them, they found Marine captured by Whisker and his ghost titan. Marine was happy that her friends came to save her, though Blaze scolded her for running off. Sonic yelled for Whisker to let Marine go, but Whisker refused to do so unless they swore a pirate's oath to him. The trio secretly came up with a plan to free Marine. Tails tricked Whisker by telling him the jewel scepter had been moved. Sonic and Blaze then went into action and freed Marine. Whisker was enraged and attacked Sonic and Blaze with his ghost titan. Sonic and Blaze defeated Whisker and his Titan and escaped his mech's explosion. Afterward, everyone chastised Marine for her recklessness. Luckily, Sonic decided to drop it since everything worked out. He asked Blaze about the Jewel Scepter's whereabouts. She said it most likely sank into the ocean floor with Whisker. The trio pondered how to retrieve the scepter, but Marine revealed she had it. She told them that she stole it from Whisker when he wasn't looking. Marine gave the scepter back to Blaze. Blaze thanked Marine, but then scolded her again. Everyone then returned to Windmill Village. Blaze acquired the Soul Emeralds by doing various tasks like revisiting islands and refighting bosses like the Ghost Pendulum. Later, everyone thought of ways to return Sonic and Tails to their world. Blaze reminded Sonic that the Soul Emeralds allowed dimensional travel. She suggested they use the Chaos Emeralds to do the same. Tails said he was working on a device that would allow the Emeralds to break the dimensional barrier, but it would take some time to complete. Everyone was enjoying themselves, but that changed when Blaze's personal guard, Gardon, barged into the room. Gardon reported to Blaze that the Jewel Scepter had been stolen again last night. Blaze ordered him for details. Gardon stated they put the scepter in the treasury, but someone broke in and stole the scepter around dawn. Blaze demanded to know how he let the scepter get stolen, but Gardon could only beg for forgiveness. Blaze was frustrated since she was uncovering the secrets of the Jewel Scepter. Tails asked what she meant, so she told everyone about the power of the stars and the key to unlock it. Blaze said she didn't know what the power was, but she figured the scepter was the key. She feared that the secret the scepter held could affect the whole world. Marine questioned who could steal it, since all of the pirates were defeated. Tails reminded everyone about Whisker mentioning a boss. Blaze said it made sense that the pirates were doing someone else's work and wondered who it could be. Sonic figured that the pirate's boss must be the person who stole the Jewel Scepter. Suddenly, Southern Island was hit by an earthquake. Everyone ran outside and saw the Egg Wizard rise out of the ocean and Eggman alongside it. Sonic demanded to know what Eggman was doing in the Soul Dimension. Eggman gladly revealed he was after an ultimate power to fuel his latest plan. He stated he planned to use it to create Eggman Land. Everyone figured out that Eggman was behind the pirates. It was the person who stole the Jewel Scepter. Eggman admitted to his crime and pulled out the scepter. Sonic asked him what he planned on doing with the scepter. Eggman said that they already knew what he was planning, so Blaze realized that Eggman was after the power of the stars. Suddenly, Eggman Nega appeared. Nega informed Eggman that the power of the stars was located underground. Tails asked what he meant, so Nega explained how their worlds were parallel universes. He claimed it was possible due to the power of the stars. The Eggmen then explained how they used the pirates to steal the Jewel Scepter. Sonic asked if the Eggmen thought he would let their plan succeed. Suddenly, another earthquake hit the island. Nega told Eggman that the equilibrium of the energy had started to degrade. Eggman was pleased by the news and told Sonic he had to leave. Marine stopped the Eggmen and demanded they give the Jewel Scepter back to Blaze. The Eggmen mocked her and left to retrieve their prize. The island was hit by another earthquake. Blaze wanted to know what was causing the quakes. Tails speculated the problem had to do with the Eggmen unleashing the power of the stars. Thankfully, Tails revealed he built the Magma Hurricane, a vehicle they could use to burrow deep underground. The group hurried to the Magma Hurricane and used it to chase after the Eggmen. The group caught up to the Eggmen, but it was too late. They had obtained the power of the stars. The Eggmen were amazed and claimed that the power of the stars was more powerful than the Chaos and Soul Emeralds. Nega thanked Blaze since she and her family kept the Jewel Scepter safe. He then said he would use the power to annihilate her kingdom. Blaze became furious and shouted she would stop Nega. Sonic told her to calm down and reminded her that she needed to be there for her people. Blaze regained her composure and said she wouldn't allow any harm to come to her subjects. Sonic and Blaze used the emeralds to transform into their super forms and fought against the Egg Wizard in a titanic clash. With the Egg Wizard nearly defeated, Nega decided to nuke everyone despite Eggman's pleas. Nega attempted to fire a planet-busting laser, but Marine stopped him. Sonic and Blaze used the opportunity to destroy the Egg Wizard. Sometime later, Blaze met with Sonic and Tails at the dock. Tails managed to build a ship that could take them back home. Tails explained to Blaze that the ship used both emeralds to travel between dimensions. The group pondered the relationship between the emeralds for a bit. Tails suggested that the emeralds wanted to be used to get them back to their world. Sonic asked Blaze what happened to the Jewel Scepter. Blaze said it was returned to its altar and put under heavier security. She asked Sonic if he thought he was brought to her world for a reason. Sonic asked who brought him, and Blaze remarked it was the emeralds. Sonic was speechless for a moment. He then said they'll never know. Sonic and Blaze shook hands again, and Blaze watched Sonic and Tails depart back to their world. Afterward, Blaze comforted Marine. Blaze reunited with Sonic and Tails on Sweet Mountain when the Soul Emeralds called her to Sonic's world. Blaze said she saw some Eggman robots and asked what was going on. Sonic told her about Eggman's latest scheme, so Blaze decided to test him to see if he could resolve the issue by himself. Sonic passed Blaze's test, showing her he didn't need her help. Tails asked Blaze about Marine. Blaze said Marine was the same as ever. Later, Silver and Blaze were stopped by Orbot and Cubot when they got close to one of Eggman's rides. The duo easily dispatched them with their powers. Silver and Blaze told Sonic what happened and sent him to investigate the ride. Sonic quickly returned and told him that there was nothing special about the ride. Blaze figured they had jumped to conclusions. Sonic and Tails couldn't help but feel bad that Orbot and Cubot ran into Silver and Blaze. Blaze claimed she was defending herself and said she pulled her punches against the robots. Sometime later, Blaze attended and helped prepare Sonic's birthday party. She enjoyed the party with everyone until the Time Eater pulled her and everyone else into white space and froze her in time. Sonic freed her when he ran through Crisis City. She thanked him and admitted she couldn't defeat the Time Eater. Blaze later cheered on both Sonics when they fought Time Eater and Eggman. Blaze resumed celebrating Sonic's birthday with everyone after Eggman was defeated. Blaze later returned to Sonic's world after receiving a vague invitation to join a Grand Prix from a Tanuki called Don Dumpa. Blaze met with Silver and Vector and learned they were also interested in the race. The Dompa showed up and asked if they were ready to race. Blaze refused since she didn't trust the Dompa's nature as a Tanuki. However, Vector decided to participate, so Blaze joined with Silver to watch out for Vector. After a couple of races, Blaze met up with Amy. Amy asked if Blaze received an invitation to the race. Blaze confirmed she did, and said she was impressed by Don Dompa's technology. Amy was worried by Don Dompa's power, but Blaze was confident that she could handle him. While waiting for their next race, Team Vector received a radio call from Tails. Tails requested they join Team Sonic and Team Dark to take down Eggman, who had intruded on their race. Team Vector gathered some Wisps along with the rest of the teams and surrounded Eggman. They then used their combined Wisp power to give Eggman a beatdown. Later on, Dodonpa told the racers he was impressed by their performance and said he gathered useful information from watching them. Blaze retorted that she was a princess, not Dodompa's performance monkey. Dodonpa remarked it was all the same to him and asked Blaze if she was a survivor. Blaze claimed she survived worse than him, so Dodonpa tested her in another race. Sometime later, Blaze congratulated Silver on doing well in the race. However, Silver was absent-minded, which Blaze picked up on. Afterward, Blaze asked Silver what was bothering him. Silver told her he felt something bad would happen. Blaze teased Silver a little, but said she trusted him and they would be ready. Later, after another race, Vector praised his team on their performance. Blaze accused them of being in the race for another reason. Vector denied it, but Blaze stated she could tell he was lying due to her daily duties as a princess. Vector said he was impressed and yielded. He told Blaze that Tails had contacted him when Team Sonic first met Dodonpa. Tails wanted Vector to get any info on him. Blaze asked Vector if he found anything out. Vector revealed that Espio and Charmy were following up on something for him, and would report back soon. Later, Vector received a report and revealed to everyone that Dodonpa was the president of Donpa Motors, the biggest automobile company in the universe. He was also the king of a planet called Donpa Kingdom. Blaze and Co. learned from Dodonpa that he was using the Grand Prix to gather information for his ultimate energy engine. It was an object meant to revolutionize transportation, fuel new industries, and reduce pollution using nothing but the inherent strength of teamwork. Soon after, everyone learned from Big that Eggman had kidnapped Dodonpa and taken him to the final fortress. Eggman forced everyone to a series of races in exchange for Dodonpa, but it was a ruse to gather the energy needed to complete the ultimate energy engine. Once the engine was complete, Eggman stole it from Dodonpa and put it into his Death Egg. Everyone faced the Death Egg and beat it in a race. The Death Egg went crazy and headed for the final fortress's energy core. As the fortress crashed, Blaze and her friends were forced to abandon their cars to help evacuate everyone while Team Sonic saved Dodonpa. Down on the ground, Blaze reunited with Team Sonic after they rescued Dodonpa. Everyone assumed the Grand Prix was over since their cars were destroyed in the final fortress's explosion. Luckily, Dodonpa gave them new cars as thanks for everyone saving him, thus allowing Blaze and her friends to race again. And that's it for the history of Blaze for now. If you enjoyed this video, then please sub, comment, like, and share for more. Thank you.